Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm their first impressions gameplay video for Colony of War, a 2D browser-based strategy MMO published by NetGame actually. Now I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out. Make some comments. If you guys want to play Colony of War or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOHut.com on the link below. So let's go and get started right now. You can see the intro video for Colony of War, oddly 2627 AD guys. It is a game set into the future. So being a sci-fi game, it makes sense it's set in like 2600 plus. I think some old sci-fi shows used to be set in like 2005. I think Transformers was originally set in the year 2005, so I guess they thought we'd have all sorts of futuristic stuff back then. I don't know. But the game's acronym is COW, which is kind of funny. And the game was developed by Endgame USA, a pretty big Korean MMO developer and publisher. This is their Korean website right here, and they actually have a lot of games, including Argo Online. But one game over here, I'm not sure what game this is, but we got some massive underboobs over here. Not sure what this game is or if it's ever going to come out into the US, but there are a lot of Korean games out there. Endgame is a huge publisher in Korea, apparently. In the US, not so much. In North America, not so much. They have these games over here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started here by clicking the big game start button over there. Big glowing button over there. Colony of War is a game I really haven't heard of before, but I found the game pretty recently, so I figure I might as well do a video for it. My user login. Alright guys, I'm going to type in a password, and I got to do it secretly, so I'm going to cut this part out. Alright guys, we're logging in right now and connecting to Ali Shia over there. This character does not exist. Let's click connect and see what happens. You got some flying Gundams right now, but the game itself is a strategy game. So being that it's a strategy game, you should already expect the game to be a lot like Ebony, Astro Empires, maybe O-Game, maybe. Oh, during the end of the 21st century, the Third World War triggered nuclear strikes on planet Earth, and everybody escaped, and now we're all fighting in big Gundams or something. I don't know. Now it is AD 2627. Wow, it skipped ahead quite a bit over there. And 5 generations have lived and passed. After the human race started moving into space, Earth has been abandoned. Alright, nuclear attacks, Earth abandoned. So the game is trying to set up some sort of plot device, some sort of story for the game. But we all already know what the game is going to be like. It's a strategy-themed game, so you should expect a game like O-Game or maybe Astro Empires, that style of game. Because being it's a strategy game, it already limits the gameplay a lot, because there really won't be that many action elements for their colonies. I'm going to go ahead and skip the story for now, because again, this really doesn't mean that much. My client is loading. We get to choose AUG or Euphis. So AUG is, they seem like good guys. They got a nice little blue planet. These guys seem like evil assholes over here. We got United Front of Independent Solar Systems. Was established by the colonies around Jupiter. Their flag just looks all evil and angry. These guys are so peaceful. You know what? I'm going to go with the evil and angry people. And let's click select the character over there. So wow, I'm liking her side boobies over there. Wow, we got 6 playable characters over here. So you can see their job: Jupiter, unit pilot, age 28, 5'6", 120 pounds. So you can see their stats right now: 21. Unknown. All right. 4'9". I'm gonna go with her. But we have 6 playable characters over here. I suspect that both factions have the same set of characters, and their job is unknown. That's kind of random too. A special thermodynamic type. It tells you what kind of character they are. I suspect this is your kind of general in the game, though I'm liking her side boobs over there. But you'll click next over here for now, and let's just name my character Leetness. And I put a J in there because my fat finger hit it somehow. I don't know. But you want to create a character? Click yes. So let's actually jump into the game. So you actually create a general, and I guess your general character over here, I guess, might impact your units or something. I don't know, but let's see what's up. We got Tiara Pochin over here, and you are late, Commander. This is the lieutenant, blah, blah, blah. Something about headquarters, and the interface over here, you got your resources right now. We got this bar chart over there. We got some green shenanigans. We got purple crystals. We got a fist or something, and we got this red stuff, which I guess is crystals or something. I don't know what the resources are called yet. And in order to operate your colony, you first need to enter your colony's main district. I do want to say though, the game already looks a little bit different than all the other strategy-based games out there. So graphically and interface-wise, the game is a bit different right away. I was expecting something more like O-Game, but you can see Colony of Wars actually has some sort of different engine behind it, which is definitely a good thing because already so many games are like Astro Empires. So we enter over there like O-Game and stuff. So yep, this is your cliche like town area where we build stuff, guys. What a surprise. This is vacant. So since it's a space-themed game, we got our colonies over here instead of regular bases or cities, and we got to fill these up with stuff. Tiara Pochin, look at the top of your screen, you will see resources: metal, gas, and ether over there, train armies, blah blah blah. And my Tiara Pochin, in the left corner of the screen, you'll see information about yourself, how much currency you have, and blah blah blah. I have 1,000 gold. In cash, I guess, is the game's premium currency, and I guess that because we start with the 0 of it. The game wants us to buy some of that good stuff. So let me tell you about the menus, guys. I am learning about the menus. So the construct menu lets you construct things. Guys, who would have guessed that? Click next over there too. And where's the rest of her body? She's just floating over there, but it's a hologram or something. It's the future, guys. 2627. The last menu, army block. Kind can I skip the shenanigans? I'm done with you. Stop talking to me. Build a colony hall level 1, which is oddly enough the town hall from any other strategy game, except over there. And there are quests in the game too. And already the game is already progressing much like any of the other strategy games would, but again, I do want to commend Endgame for at least making the game a bit different. The interface itself is different, and the game has some nice art styles too. We got Alicia over here, and she's like a space elf or something, I don't know. Click accept over there. So where do we go now? Select the quest, I'll be brief. I'm already trying to click it. I guess we're done with you. Click next over there too, and we're going to click construct. Let's go build some stuff over here. You can see your buildings. Click next over there too, and we're going to click this one over here, Colony Hall. Begin construction. You can see all the resources and how long it takes over there. I suspect if you spend some premium coins, you can build it instantly. I think Evany and pretty much every other strategy-themed browser-based game has that system where if you spend real-life cash in the game, you get more resources and you can build things really fast. So we're going to build it right in the middle over here because you know what? It's like our town hall area. We might as well make it in the middle. You can check your remaining time for construction if you're that. What is this? A missile coming into me? Like a blimp? I'm not sure where that's even going. It's just background, I think. So we gotta wait 10 seconds for this to be done, and bam, it is done. Construction of your colony hall has been completed, and blah blah blah. Next over there too. Might as well get our next quest over here and click complete. Go, we got 50 metals. So you just hand me like 50 pieces of metal and some 30 gas. Like, how do you just hand me gas? 70 experience for doing that. So I guess my hero, my main general, the character I chose at the beginning, gains experience points as well. So I guess that's another dynamic to the game as well. I think some of the older browser-based strategy games didn't really have that. And I'm talking about the games like what's it called? The older ones. Not Evany is actually a pretty new one. I'll think of it in a second. Tribal War is one of the older ones. And I'm done. Let's go click list again. I gotta click next over there first. So now we are in the briefing room. We can see the rest of our body. Oh yeah, there you go. And let's see, now it's time to learn about your station. So the game kind of has this mandatory tutorial, which I guess is worth checking out. Well, you have to check it out. It's not like worth checking out. You just have to do it. And it's not a bad thing either, because if you do want to play Colony of War over here, you might as well at least know what's going on. And for a strategy-based game, the game is a bit different too. I think I've said this numerous times already, and the reason I'm doing Colony of War is because it's by NetGame. It's a pretty big, publisher. They have a bunch of games over here too. You can see they have Hero Online, Signs of Fate, Operation 7, Cloud9, and a bunch of other games here too. So I did want to do it, and because it is by a major publisher, you can see our nation map, VIP, Tech Capsule Shop. Not sure what that is right now. Do you understand how stations and colonies work? You know what? I do, but not really. But let's click I do anyway. Click station over there, and wow, we got a different map over here, and there are various public buildings you can use. All right, in order to enter a building, all you have to do is click on it. All right, something about oops. I think I'll explain something. Take your time, and let's go click on Space Trade Center. We are space traders, and this is why the game's auction house is, I guess. Like, there's nothing on the market for sale. Click search. Yep, you can see a bunch of items for sale on the market right now. And these actually impact your character. You can buy actual like robots in the game too. I guess for your army or unit level 15. So the actual units themselves level up too. You can see there's a lot going on in the game. I'm gonna say there's more going on here than most other strategy games. Whether more going on is a good thing or not is up to you to decide. I guess if you're into these browser-based strategy games, more complicated tends to be more features and stuff. So that's always good too. So if you don't like browser-based strategy games, you're not gonna like Colony of War because even if you look through all these stats, all this techno mumbo jumbo, the game is a browser-based strategy game. You build the units, build production buildings, you get resources, and you mass units, and you fight other players for territory in the game. The game will have guilds and stuff too, alliances, all that good stuff that you've seen in Astro Empires, O Game, those style of games. But the interface here is a bit different, and there's a lot more going on. And NetGame has promised the actual combat in the game as well, much like Ministry of War, where you can actually control some of your units. So there's that level of combat as well here too. So these cost a lot more gold than I actually have. So at least the game is an auction house, so you can buy and sell like rare items and stuff, which is always good. Click exit over there, which will look at the station government over there. Only players level 20 can migrate. I can't really do that right now. So we're gonna click express. Nope, we gotta close that shenanigans out because we can't do that. PNI, parts and item store over here. You can buy stuff from the NPC over here. We got power core AIX and some CPU over there. Not sure what it does over here, but it gives me plus 607 sight range. 607 meters, feet. I don't know. I'm not even sure what that is. But let's get out from here right now. What we want to do is go back to our colony for now, and we're gonna click on our home area. What is going on side B, like military defense or something? But let's enter my main area and make some more buildings, construct over here, because I need more resources anyway. I'll get a metal fusion reactor, and it collects small stars along with dust. Or how does it collect small stars? It will automatically separate the metal from substance. Alright, every level will allow you to collect more. Scroll down. More metal per hour. So you get a metal fusion center, and it basically just but collects metal. One of the game's many resources over here. I get none an hour right now. So I can begin construction. So what you want to do early on, and what you're going to do in most of these games early on, I've played Astro Empires surprisingly a lot. It was one of the first browser-based strategy games I played. It had a really lame interface, but it was a fun game. I mean, these games as a whole aren't bad. I mean, the actual core gameplay is kind of fun. The concept of a massive browser-based game where everyone's building armies, everyone has their own, colonies and stuff like that. But the problem comes when the cash up goes into effect, because when there's a cash up in these games, it tends to imbalance the game, and it comes out to whoever spends more money has a big advantage. I'm not sure exactly where how strong cash ups are in Colony of War right now, but I suspect they'll be powerful too. We'll check out the VIP shop over there. 30% tax increase, premium communication. All right, shortens army production time by 30%. Yeah, all of these are massive advantages. And in a strategy game like this, where it's super competitive, it comes out to spending a lot of money to be good. But the core gameplay, I think, is a lot of fun in these games. We're gonna go click some construct more shenanigans. We're gonna build some gas fusion reactors. So what you're gonna do in these games mostly when you first start is spend a lot of time building up your macro economy, spend a lot of time building all the resource generators, the gas fusion reactors and so forth, and then you'll eventually start building troops. With these games, you don't really start building any troops for a long time, because there's no point of actually battling other players until you have a huge economy. You can just keep churning out units. You can see our research tab over here. Nope, I need a research center. I can't even check out the research tab. But I suspect it'll be like O Game or Astro Empires. And I have to mention those games because they're both browser-based strategy games. The Colony of War has a better interface than both for sure, which I guess is a plus. I mean, the actual mech-based gameplay would be kind of cool too. I'm not sure how that works right now, but I suspect it'll be like Ministry of War, where you can actually control the individual units, which I guess is kind of cool too. My name is Leet Janus over there, and I build a unit. Can we build any units? Nope, I got a unit factory first to build a unit, but for now we're going to make some ether fusion reactors, and I can't really build this. Can I build this? Nope. I'm going to build this one, begin construction over there too. So I'm gaining out plus 50 metals an hour right now. I'm sure there's a limit to how much capacity. I get only 5,000 capacity right now. And you can build warehouses to increase that. Unfortunately, all of these games are so similar. Really, the only difference between Colony of War and all the other browser-based strategy games is really the appearance of the game. Because in their core, they're all very similar games. You build the resource-producing buildings in the game, and then eventually build up an army, take over more bases, expand, and so forth. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, the core content is fun, but the cash out can really break the game. But if you're into these games, I think COW is worth checking out, Colony of War, only because the game has a different interface, and it seems to be more complicated, which seems like a good thing, because it does offer more things to do. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. You see what the game is all about. We got Colony of War. Anyway, guys, if you guys do want to play Colony of War, or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOHut.com on the link below. Anyway, guys, later.